Okay, so we'll start like this. Let me just fix the mat. Start in a tabletop. Yeah. Spread the palms wide across the mat and find neutral, neck nice and neutral. Curl the right toes into the mat. So it's like a half little plank and the right leg slides back. Yeah. Float the right leg up so it's just about hip height. Point the right toe and just hug in like a little cat here. And then extend out, flex the foot, just get some mobility. Hug in and extend back. One more, hug in and extend back. Lower it down. Curl the left leg, the left toes, activate the left leg. So it's like a little half plank. Breathe the left leg up and back. Spiral that inner thigh down. Point the toe and just round and hug in and extend back. Good. Point the toe, round and hug in and extend back. One more. Point, round and hug in and extend back. Lower the knee. Down dog. So hitting downward facing dog. Take up a lot of space on the mat. Yeah, you could pedal it out if you need to. Breathe the hips way up off the shoulders this morning. Center of the heels start to melt towards the ground. Let the head just go. Yeah, feel the outer triceps wrap in. Yeah, breathe the right leg up and back. Come forward, hug the right knee in, and step the right foot forward and through. Drop the knee and sweep the arms up, supported lunge. Yeah, get a little heavier in that back thigh. So the thigh bone is kind of on an angle, and that's going to stretch the psoas walking muscle here. Hands to frame your front foot, back knee lifts. You're in a low lunge. You're going to just step to a dog. Breathe the left leg up and back to a three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug your left knee in and up, scoop up the belly. Step the left foot forward and through, drop the back knee so it's on an angle, and then rise on the breath. Supported lunge, back thigh on an angle. Yeah. And just breathe, tracking left knee over left ankle. Left thigh bone slides back into the socket. Hands to frame your front foot. Integrate that back leg. Step to a dog. Breathe the right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug the knee in. Step the right foot forward. Keep the hands down on the floor, or a good opportunity to just slide hands to blocks if you feel like the floor needs to come up a little closer to you. Yeah. 2 breaths. Lead a little with your heart and chest. Step to a dog. Breathe your left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug your left knee in and up. Step the left foot forward and through. Be on your fingertips. And just pause here. Back leg engaged. A little bit more open with your heart. Bring your foot more forward so the knee tracks over the ankle. Yeah. Another breath in. Step back, dog. This time, roll forward plank. Yeah, one line of energy. Drop the knees so they're on an angle, lower halfway to a push-up. Re-straighten your arms so you're in a plank with the knees down. Good. Pivot the right leg out, right hand a little bit forward. Modified side plank on the right hand. Breathe the left leg up to about hip height if you can. Stack the 2 shoulders. Perfect. Look down, left hand down, left knee to the floor. Supported push-up. Lower halfway. Re-straighten your arms to supported plank. Pivot the left leg out, left hand a little forward over the in front of that left shoulder, and then just open it up. This is just a nice way to stretch the side body. Engage the bottom left palm, press it into the mat. Side ribs long, right foot active. Look sideways, look up. Right hand to the floor, right knee down. So you just neutralize everything. You're in a supported plank. halfway to supported push-up. Re-straighten your arms to supported plank. Lift the knees so you're in one line of energy plank position. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Activate your arms, look to the top of the mat, step your feet there this morning. Long spine, weight is forward, your hands can rest on your shins. This is always a good option. Exhale, fold into yourself. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. So from the top here, arms go straight up towards the sky for sun A. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine to prepare, step to plank. Halfway to a push-up, up dog or cobra. Pick what feels best in your body. Press even through hands, tops of feet. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a full breath out. Look to the top of the mat. Step, float your feet there. Long spine, weight is forward. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare. Step to plank. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog pulls you through. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Activate your arms. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine on that inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. One more. Arms go up. Dive in half over bent knees. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare. Step to plank. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog or cobra, you pick. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Land your right foot forward into a lunge. Activate your back leg and rise on the breath. High lunge. Yeah. Steer the hip points forward. Squeeze the muscles around that back left quadricep. Heavy in that front standing leg. Drive down into the mat as you energetically reach up through your fingertips. Take another big breath in. Good. Bring your arms forward. Wrap the left arm underneath the right. Let's wrap the left thigh around for an eagle. You don't have to go so aggressive here. Your foot can kind of dangle. If you can get it around your calf, that's awesome, but don't need to do it. Steer the hips back. Weight in that standing heel. Rather than feeling like you're yanking down, lift up. Fix your eyes on one spot forward. Unravel just the arms to the sky and unthread to warrior one. Nice big step back. Trust that you know where your foot's going to land. Feet are about hips width distance. Back foot on a strong angle. So the left ribs can steer forward. Heavy in that front thigh. Hands to frame your front foot through a vinyasa of choice. So you can take out push-ups, back bends. Step your left foot forward and through a nice big yummy stance. Rise on your breath. High lunge, crescent lunge. You take a few breaths. Imagine if we were here for a few minutes. That'd be horrible. So a few breaths just to settle in. Activate that back leg. Like, what'd you do today? I hung out in crescent lunge for a few minutes. It was awesome. Steer the hip points forward. Fire up. So bring the arms forward first. Wrap the right arm underneath the left. If you think you mixed it up, just wrap the arm you didn't wrap yet. Wrap the right thigh around the left. Once again, your foot may not cross around your calf. That's totally fine. Weight in that standing heel. Elbows lift. Knees a little to the right. Good. Another big breath in. Sit a little deeper. Unravel your arms. And then unravel your right leg. Step back, warrior one. Yeah, outer blade of your back foot presses down into the mat. The right rib steer forward. Heavy in that front thigh. Hands to frame your front foot. Vinyasa. Upward facing. Hips up and back. Down dog. Good. So we're just going to move here a little. Look where you want to go. Step or float. top of mat, long spine on the inhale, fold into yourself, heavy in your heels for chair. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up, heavy in your heels, chair, sit way back. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine, prepare, step, step, float, skip, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns. Warrior one, come on up. Hands back down, chaturanga. Upward facing. Hips up and back, down dog. Left foot lands, back foot turns, rise on your breath. Back down we go. Chaturanga, up dog is smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. Look where you want to go, step or float. Long spine on that inhale, fold. Heavy in your heels, chair. Press up to stand up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. So just going to do one more of these because this is a little abbreviated practice. Arms go straight up. Heavy in your heels, chair pose. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine sets you up. Step or float, vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns. Warrior one. Back down we go, chaturanga. Upward facing. Hips up and back, down dog. Left foot lands. Keep moving. Back down we go. Add in your push-ups. Upward facing. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Turn your back foot strong. Cartwheel open. Warrior two. Yeah. Track the right knee over the right ankle. Lengthen the tailbone. Flip the palm to reverse the warrior. Yeah, so up and back. Float the right arm to the top of the right thigh. Left arm can be straight up or it can be up and forward. You pick, soften the right shoulder, grip the right hip in. Soften that right shoulder, you got it. Yeah, has a tendency to kind of crawl up. Circle the left arm in front of the face, pull yourself into a warrior two. Reverse the warrior again, straighten the right leg on track. You always keep a soft little bend and find a triangle pose right here. Right hand on that front right shin. Broaden across the collarbone and the chest. You can look sideways, you can look up. Strong anchor with that back left leg. Just a few solid breaths. Find some space. Good, you're gonna look down and take it into a half moon just for a beat. Yeah, I like my block because you bring it enough forward that you have a little bit of energy to lift from the ground up. Yes. Side body nice and long. Good, stack it up and breathe. Stay with it, 2 more breaths. Transitioning here back to warrior two. So just take a giant step back to warrior two. Yeah. Flip the palm again, get that side body to open, and then circle to the floor through a vinyasa. So just nice and flowy here this morning, upward facing, hips up and back, down dog. The left foot lands, the back foot turns. You circle open, warrior two. Yeah. Take a big stance, back foot on an angle, front knee, always tracking and wrapping open. Spread the collarbone in the chest. Yep. Flip the palm reverse. So just finding the space that you need here. Yeah. And then float the arm to the top of the thigh for that modified extended side angle. The arm straight up or up and over. It's funny because sometimes when I do it modified, this side angle with the arm coming up and forward feels much better. Yeah, nice and light with that left arm. Strong anchor with that right leg. Couple more breaths. Look sideways, look up. Circle the top arm in front of the face. Pull back up to your warrior two. Flip the palm to reverse and then straighten the left leg, but I always keep a little bend. Reverse triangle, and then take it into triangle pose. Yes. Breathe open here. This should feel pretty good. Back foot on a strong angle. Yes, two more. Look down, take it up into half moon. Woohoo. Yeah, you could play with the half moon, high with the block, medium with the block. Lift the right leg up. So triangle, half moon, essentially the same pose. You're just adding in the balancing action here. Soften behind that left knee just so you can keep the health of that leg. Transition smooth and slow, warrior two. Sometimes it's pretty, sometimes it's not. Flip the palm one last time, just create that extra space in the body. Circle it to the floor, take a vinyasa. Yes. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat. You can step, you can float, you can skip. Long spine on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Stand on your right leg and drag your left leg up into tree. You can always use the wall. Yeah. Grip the hips in. Hands to prayer. Yeah. Grow the branches. Fix your eyes. It's a great posture. It shouldn't be like, sometimes it feels really challenging just to stand on one leg and balance, but more importantly, quieting your mind and just feeling your energy flow. Yeah. Keep the lift of the side ribs, okay? Just swing your left leg forward so it's at a 90-degree angle, and just add in a little twist. So your right hand's gonna come to the outside of your left thigh, and the left arm's gonna peel back. For some reason, you have a lot of good hamstring flexibility. You can grab the outside of the foot. Yep. Take everything in steps. Look sideways, look back. Start to look into that back hand. Good. Pull around to center. The leg lifts to a 90-degree angle. The arms go up towards the sky. Yeah, you're going to float the left leg back. Warrior three. You could use blocks. Giant step back into a lunge. Crescent lunge. Yep. Drag the hands to prayer. Lean way out. Hook. And we're going to go to the right this time. So you're going to hook and twist. You can modify with your back knee down. Yeah. Squeeze the outer hips in, look sideways, look up. You can always take this as an easy twist as well. There's a little sensation like you're leaning back so you can get the crown of the head to line up with that back left heel. Two more. Hands to frame your front foot. Bump your back foot in, slide your hands to your hips, come halfway up, come the rest of the way up. So the right hand's gonna stay, the left arm's gonna lift. Come halfway down, reach way out. I use a block here on a high setting, right hand on the flat part of your back into a nice twisting triangle. Steer the hips to the back skinny edge of the mat. Back leg strong, front leg can have a bend. Stack the shoulders open, look sideways, look up, and twist. Connect with your breath, twist a little deeper. Hands to frame your front foot, step to the top of the mat, hips width distance, long spine on the inhale, fold, root to rise, come all the way up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Good, stand on your left leg, take your right leg up into a tree. Yep. Hands to prayer. Perfect. Grow the branches if that's there. There's a hugging of the outer hips, side ribs long. Fix your eyes on something that's not moving. Keep the energy of the arms and the side ribs moving up. Just swing the right leg forward without using your hands. So you have a 90-degree angle. And then take your left hand to the outside of the right thigh and start to wrap the right arm back. If you can get hold of that foot and kick the leg forward, that's great. You can just do it with the bent knee. In this pose, it's okay to look sideways and start to look into the back hand. Stand up a little taller. Keep the lift of the leg and pull around to center. The arms go up. So 90-degree angle, arms up. Thread the leg forward to the back edge of the mat and float into a warrior three. Your arms can be forward. They can be back alongside you. They can be in prayer. They could be resting on blocks. Everything is neutral to the ground and the heart lifts a little higher. Giant step back into a crescent lunge. Nice big stance. Yeah. Drag the hands to prayer. Lean way out. Hook the elbow and twist. Drop the back knee if you feel like your alignment, your balance is a little off. Easy twist is there as an alternative. Good. You can lean back a little bit, get the crown of the head to line up with that back heel. Grip that left hip. Another big breath in. Twist. Hands to frame your front foot. Bump your back foot in so it's like a short warrior one position with your feet, your legs. Hands to your hips, come halfway up, come the rest of the way up. Left hand on your hip, right arm grows big. So as you come halfway down, use the left hip to encourage the hip to move back. And then stack it open here, twisting triangle. Yeah. Steer your hips to the back skinny edge of the mat. Spine is long. So this one, you just want to look sideways, look up, and not look back, because looking back rounds us. Scissor the outer and the inner thighs together as you twist a little deeper. Another big breath in. Hands to frame your front foot. Move the block forward. If you used it, step to a dog. When you get to this dog, roll forward to plank. Lower halfway to a push-up. Slide yourself through an up dog or cobra. Hips up and back, down dog. Your right knee slides into a half pigeon. This is going to be your new favorite practice. Yeah, and fold. Fold yourself down. Yes, half pigeon. Breathe here. Let your forehead rest on something so you can drop down into it a little bit deeper. Start to pull the torso up. As you come up and you lean onto your right side, the left leg sweeps around, right hand behind you up into sail, top arm up and towards the back edge of the mat. It's like a cross between a back bend and a side plank. I really like this pose. So the right hand's behind you, your right knee is down. Your leg is in front of you. Your left leg goes in front. There you go. Lift up and back. Lower the hips down to the floor. You got it. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, step through a vinyasa. Pull yourself through the up dog. Take a downward facing dog. Slide your left knee forward, half pigeon, fold. Let yourself melt here. Breathe heavy into that left hip. 5 more breaths. Use the strength of your body to start to come up. So all you do is you lean on your left side, you swing your right leg forward. It's like a little tree. The left hand goes behind you. Exhale the breath, you lift. Perfect. Right arm straight up and back. Palm faces down. Yeah. Lift a little higher. Exhale, lower. Yeah. Cross the ankles right here. So take your blocks. You can have these if you want. You can have one. You could slide your feet onto the blocks for bridge with blocks. I'll just do it with one to show you what one way to do it. And then you could just lift up like this. So 1 foot under each block, and then you can lift. Yeah. Use 2 blocks. Use one under each foot. We're tossing blocks around here. We're having a block challenge. Yes. Block party. Lift a little higher. You're in bridge with your feet on blocks. Mm-hmm. Walk your feet closer. Mm-hmm. There you go. Stay up a little higher. You can anchor the back of your triceps down into the mat and kind of make like little robot arms. Good. Exhale the breath, lower down. Kick the blocks out of the way. Extend your left leg forward and hug your right knee towards your navel. Give it a good little squeeze. Yeah. Reach your arms forward, lift the shoulder blades, float the left leg. So you're just in an isometric ab exercise here where your lower back is pressing into the mat. The neck stays neutral and you're reaching forward, scoop out the belly. Extend the right leg straight up. Now there's a scissoring of your inner thighs as you reach forward a little more. Lower the left leg, hug the right knee in, squeeze it tight, and then drop it over to the left for supine twist. Come up to center, relax the right leg out, hug the left knee in first. So give it first a little squeeze. And then lift up, float the right leg, and just reach forward. So just doing a little isometric core here. Neck stays neutral, look towards the sky. Lower back presses firm into the mat. Scoop up the belly, extend the left leg. So now there's like a scissoring of your legs. Lift higher. Lower the right leg, hug the left knee, give it a squeeze, and then take it over to the right, supine twist. Good, roll up to center, hug both knees in, and just reach for the blades of the feet and pull the knees down around the ribs for a happy baby. Lengthen the tailbone, melt the shoulder blades. Hug the knees in one last time and slide your legs forward, set up for a brief Shavasana. Let your body just melt into the floor. Exhale all the breath out. Take more time if you need it. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Bring your arms up over the top of the head, reach to the back skinny edge of the mat. Hug the knees in, give them a dynamic squeeze. And rock yourself up in one piece to sit. Sit up nice and tall with your eyes shut for a moment. Let the shoulders slide down the back. Drag the hands to prayer. Bow your head for a second. Short and sweet. Lift the head, open the eyes. Namaste.